Hello everyone, welcome to our second part of Premium Tools introduction. That's Premium Tools that Hotforex has introduced recently in order to help our clients to have like a more advanced technology of trading, an easiest way of trading, and etc. So before, however, we start our webinar, just a quick check as we do every single time for the sound and the audio, for the visual and the audio issue, just to make sure that everyone can hear me. Welcome, Bruce. Thank you for the feedback. For people that have attended also the first part of this webinar, if you guys have any kind of question, anything that you're struggling with, I mean, you might use already some tools and you have some question about it, just say it out loud. Don't worry. I will try at the end of our webinar to recap the first part of this webinar. I mean, the tools that we covered in the first webinar 2 weeks ago. However, because I'm always concerned about the limit of the time, because we only have an hour, if I don't manage to do a quick recap, send it to us by email, or if you're followers of Stuart's in Facebook, just send us an email. We'll reply. We will help you as soon as possible. Hi, Mushati. Thank you, David. So I assume that we are all fine, and so we'll start with our webinar. Disclaimer warning once again. So this material is provided as a general marketing communication for informational purposes only. Nothing in this communication contains or should be considered as containing investment advice or an investment recommendation or a solicitation for the purpose of purchase or sales of any financial instrument. We make no representation and assume no liability as to the accuracy or completeness of any information provided. We shall not be held liable for any loss arising from any investment made based on the information provided in this communication. This communication must not be reproduced or further distributed without our written permission. Risk warning: trading forex and CFDs may not be suitable for all investors and carries a high degree of risk to your capital. Trading such products is risky. You may lose all of your investment capital. So you're done with the disclaimer warning. It's me, Andrea. For people that are not know who I am, I'm a market analyst here in Hotforex. I'm a colleague of Stuart's, our senior market analyst, and my background is focused mainly on mathematics and actuarial sciences. So I like sciences and I like numbers, as you can see from my background. Anyway, guys, I will not spend our time to introduce myself. So, part 2 of Premium Trader Tools. Today, we're gonna cover Sentiment Trader, Alarm Manager, Excel Real-Time Data, Market Manager, and Correlation Metrics and Trader, and Correlation Trader. And hopefully we'll recap the part 1. In the part 1, let me drag and drop our Premium Tools website. So we have introduced a lot of new tools, guys. So it's good to test them. Some of them are very, very helpful. Actually, I found every single one of them helpful because you can use them while you are surfing online, while you are using your browsing, while you have other application on, but you can have them in the same side, in the same screen, without having your MT4 in your screen. So that's the positive. That's the strong benefit of using such tools. So the last time I have covered the Trade Terminal, Mini Trade Terminal Connect, which is a short window of all the news, the upcoming past ones, and etc. Session map and MT4 indicator package. We have 15 indicators in this package. So just have a look, download them. I have downloaded every single one of them. So Okay. So, however, let's start. So, let's start with the sentiment trader. So, what is a sentiment trader? What is our first tool for today? So, sentiment trader, it's what is actually saying. The title is saying is it gives you information about the current and the historic long and short sentiment of the asset that you might watch, you might want to focus on. But anyway, multiple for multiple symbols as well. So this sentiment trader, this tool displays using a chart, of course, like I have in this example over here, the historic sentiment against the price action. So how this is calculated? This is calculated from real money accounts, not demo, nothing, real money accounts which are being published to the fxblue.com. This is our provider, the provider of these tools. So, for example, in the Euro USD that you have seen over here, if you have an open position, let's say a buy position in Euro USD, then and like let's say 2,000 accounts have also have an open sell position. So this application will show the sentiment of if we have, let's say, 2,000 accounts of a sell position, then it gives you in a percentage the sentiment that 71% is long. So even if we have a lot of sell positions. So it's like real money data. If you have, let's say, 5K real money accounts that they have buying position, and you have 2K accounts in a sell position, then the sentiment, the 71% are long. So it gives you an idea where the most of the people, the most of the traders, most of the traders, what they actually have done. Are they long? Are they short? So it gives you an idea of the whole market. Yeah, that's the one positive thing. Also, something that's quite important is that all available symbols, like you can see over here in the second chart, are determined by the popularity. So we'll give you the most popular symbols. Not sure if I could, let's see it on practice, however. So here is my MT4. I think everyone can see it. So as you can see over here on the navigator list, I have downloaded all the expert advisors that Hot4X provides. So right now we are talking about sentiment trader. Before I drag and drop it, I will enable the auto trading, because with every single of the expert advisors that we provide, you can auto trade as well through these expert advisors. So I'm enabling it. Okay. And here I have a Euro USD sentiment trader. Right now, it shows in a 30-minute chart. Let's go to the Euro USD though. Okay, where do I have the Euro USD? Okay. Sorry about that. Here we go. Oh, I have another expert advisor on. Let's get rid of it. I will see it later. So, as you can see, the sentiment trader for Euro USD right now, it says that that 32% of the real money accounts are long, just 32%. The rest, 68%, is short. Is long. Sorry, I'm confused myself. So So it gives you an idea of the sentiment and what is going on. That's for a 30-minute chart. Also, you can change, you can have in the, you can see the sentiment in different time frames as well. Let me, so that's the symbols that it gives you based on the popularity right now, today, let's say. And also it gives you the ability to open a new order while you're using this sentiment. So even if I have my MT4 closed, I could stick in this expert advisor in let's say like in the bottom of my page while I'm using something else. I'm using my let's say my PowerPoint, or I don't know, you might surfing or something, you might watching the news or whatever. So you can have these expert advisors while you are doing something else. That's the positive with it. That's the strong benefit of it. So you can even open close position while you're not in the MT4. You can see the candlesticks, you can see the actual chart, the 30-minute chart, while you're not using it. You can change it. You can go to an hourly chart. Why not? You might be a scalper. You can go in a 5-minute chart. You don't have to use your MT4. You can do whatever you want without using it. So also it offers you different types of chart. I prefer histograms, to be honest, candlesticks, sorry. So I always have this in mind, and I prefer, let me put the 30 minutes of chart. Okay, that's it. Okay. Also, you can change, there are different kinds of charts. This is a pipe chart, or you can have it in this format. It's up to you, whatever suits you better. So let me also open a position using this sentiment, just for you to see the rest of the details that provides you when you have an order position. So I see that in the 30-minute chart, Euro USD is quite weak. Okay, let's open a short term, quite small short position. So I would like to go 10 pips down. Sorry, let's keep it one risk and reward 1-to-1. So okay, I want to sell. Okay, I'm selling right now. I have to place my position, and it shows me, while I am I'm seeing the charts, it shows me the volume and also the profit and loss right now of my position. If you have more than one positions, it will present it as well. So if, let's say, I want to watch, firstly, sorry, I want to see also I want to see euro yen. Yen has been had a very dramatic fall. It was quite strong today, so I want to see that one as well. But I want to see it for an hourly chart. Great. Or what about dollar yen? What's going on there? Oh, hourly. Let's see, in shorter time frames, it seems to find a support. Okay, so I want to place a new order for dollar yen as well, and I want to place it. Let's see, going back to 75. If, let's say, I put okay, right now it is at 50. I want it to go 30 pips up. Sorry, 30 pips up, let's say, but buying. I have placed also my dollar yen, and I can see it over here as well. I can see the volume if I'm short, if I'm long, and the floating profit and loss if I'm in loss, if I'm in money. So that's shown up here as well. So that's pretty much. It's a very easy tool. Do you have any question? Sorry. Does 32% long on sentiment means number of transaction, number of trades, or void? Yes. So, Fiosia, what actually shows this pipe chart, let's say, shows that 72% are long. 72% of the real money accounts which are being published to fxblue.com. So fxblue, if you also check our website, okay, I have it over here. So our source, our data source for all these tools or these expert advisors is fxblue. So this present that in fxblue right now, 72% of the real money accounts, so of their traders, 72% are long, while 28% are short. So this is real money. So if like the example that I said earlier, if fxblue has 5,000 accounts, real money accounts that are in a buying position, while the 2,000 accounts are in a sell position, then we have 72% of them trading long. Hope that example helps you. So let's go back to our sentiment. Did I cover everything? Different time frames, as I said, different chart types that is based on your whatever you wish. Available symbols are based on the popularity of them. You can open and close positions. I haven't shown you how you could close position using this sentiment. Sorry, I closed it as well. My mistake. So I have my sentiment. So if I click, or if you go to your symbols and I want to click my, let's say, Euro USD, you can click and close from this button over here. So it's automatically closed without even checking your MT4. It's just, if you have saw that you're losing a lot, just close it. Yep, let's go back. Let's go to the second tool. So the second tool that we have is Alarm Manager. This is exceptionally good for people that they have a standard trading journal. So let's say if you're trading based on some specific things, like let's say whenever, let's say, the 50 well, let me give you an example. I want to get an alert every single time that my margin is below 10% of my account, or I want to have an alert whenever my Euro USD moves 10 pips down, let's say, because I want to enter the market that moment. Or you might have different alerts. You can have as many alerts as you want for anything. That's a benefit of Alarm Manager. So what is actually an Alarm Manager? Alarm Manager is a tool. It's an expert advisor that helps you getting notification about events on your account or events in the market. It helps you taking automatic action when this event occurred that very moment, because you can have an alert either that is connected with your Twitter account or your email account or via SMS. So you can actually have an SMS alert through this expert advisor. When you are not online, when you're not on your PC, you don't check your charts. So when you're away, you're not home, you can have an alert for your trading, for whatever you have asked. So uh, you can create your own personalized automated trading companion, let's say. So as I already explained to you, you can have alerts for anything. So for example, you might want, let's say, let me think, you want to warn you on your screen. So while you're on your PC, when your margin exceeds 20%, or you want to close all your losing positions if your account exceeds the 10%. So if you want to break even or to reduce your risk, you might considering having an alert that by himself, that alert will automatically close all your losing positions when your account exceeds 10%, 20%, 5%, up to you. Or you might want to, let's say, automatically place an order or closing a position when it's 2 o'clock, when it's, or in 30 minutes time. You want you will open a position while you are on the PC and you're going for lunch. But however, you want that position to close in 30 minutes, in an hour, or by 5 o'clock, or before the US opens. So if you put that alert, it will automatically close for you the positions, or opens for you that position. David, I use this alarm manager to send myself SMS, but I haven't worked out yet if my computer has to be switched on and MT4 open, or does the alert stay in the cloud and then will. So wait, that's a good question. So David is saying that he's using this alarm manager, but he hasn't figured out whether it works with MT4. If your computer has to be switched on and MT4 open, it does work. It does work. Don't worry. You can switch off your computer. You can close your MT4. It will work. If not, let us know. These expert vessels have been created in order for you to use them and be alert without having opened your PC or your MT4. So it must work. The other question is, does the alerts stay in the cloud and the alerts will be sent anyway if my computer is switched off? Yes, that should be the case. That should be the case. They must work without your PC open. So let's move on. So let's see how many what alerts you can put you can have with this alarm manager. So first of all, as you can see in the screen, the alarm manager looks like this. You have a default, once you open it, you have these 4 groups. However, that's just examples for you to help you getting familiar with alarm. You can modify them. You can put further. There is almost an unlimited number of alarms that you can place. So we have put as an example 3 type of account alarms, a news alarm, a price alarm, and a trade activity alarm. However, you can put them in any group with any group name that you want. You can have any type of alarm into any group. It's up to you to modify it, and I will show you right now how. Before I go to MT4, just I have put some examples here. So the alarms are split into several groups and criteria, as I already said, but there always be 3 stages. So not triggered, you have seen it is switch off. It says that this is an alarm for 3 consecutive losses. It is still on the 2 losses, so it's not triggered yet. The second stage is when it is triggered and the condition of the alarm is still met. So indeed, the margin used is more than 10%, is currently under 10.8%. So your alarm has been met and is triggered. The third stage is when it is triggered. So actually your margin used was more than 10%. However, right now, so it is triggered. You can see it's on. However, right now, it went back below 10%. So right now, the condition is no longer met. So if so it was triggered, it went indeed above 10%. However, right now, it went back below 10%. So without even checking your position or your matching, you can see the screen of your alarms, and you understand what went wrong, what actually happened. So before I continue, let's go to the MT4 in order for you to see how you can set up the alarm manager. So this, I have an example of open position over here in order to be able to see, to have a very realistic view of our expert advisors. So I have auto trading on, alarm manager. I don't know if everyone were here the last webinar. If there is anyone that it wasn't in the part 1 of the premium tools. Anyone that was not here with us the last two? Because if you weren't, if you haven't watched the first webinar, then I have to say that another benefit of these premium tools is that they can be provided not only in English but on your native language, so you can hi Nwandle. So as I said, you can choose any language you want for your for these tools. They are not only provided in on English. You can choose any language. So if you go back, I will show it later on how you could change language. But however, if you watch in YouTube, in our YouTube channel, the previous webinar, I'm explaining how you could change the language in the first 5 minutes of the webinar. So this is how the alarm manager looks like. As I said, these are examples. However, you can add further. So if you want to add some, just click on the plus sign, whatever you want actually. So plus, you can just give me ideas of what alarm you prefer, just to show you how you will do it. So we have many types of alarms, as you can see here: price level, price chase, bar breakout, win and loss percentage, timer countdown, time of the day, news, even on technical indicators. So just give me ideas. Consecutive losses. So Bruce wants consecutive losses. Let's go to consecutive losses. So you want an alarm on consecutive losses. There was already a default one at 3, but you might want to have more or less. I'm not a risk person. I will go back to 2. So if I have 2 consecutive losses, included, you want to the individual trades to be included or the balance changes. I want individual trades. So if 2 of my positions are in loss, you want to do what? I want to immediately, or after it's triggered, 5 minutes after it's triggered, or after the signal is 5 minutes after the signal is cleared. However, I don't want to use it. I don't want to have an alarm after it's triggered. I want to be immediately. And I want to, in which group shall I put this alarm, account alarm? I don't want it to be in the accounts alarm. I want a new group, and I will name it. What shall I name it? Let's say losses, just losses. Simple as that. So I want to be in red, just to be a strong alert that will immediately get alert. I mean, it will trigger my eye. The signal I want to be yellow. Any fixed caption, anything that you want to have. You are in loss. Let's say. So add action. What I want this alarm to do, just to play sound. Do you want to close everything when this is triggered? Do you want you to send an email, tweet you, SMS you, shows a pop-up alert, close all the losing position, close simples, close all charts, place a new market order? I want, because we have an alarm for 2 consecutive losses, I want to close my losing positions. Add this on and save changes. So you have, oh, it's already triggered. Is it? No, it's not. Okay. So I have this new alarm. You can amend it, you can save it. But no, I will maximize it saved. Good. So I want to be red, as we said. So as soon as it's triggered, it will close all my positions. So anything, are you with me, guys? Hopefully you are still with me. So as I said, these are examples. You can put more alarms. It's up to you. So if you want to modify that alarm, just click on it and change it. Simple as that. So it's up to you. You can even delete it. So if I want right now, I want to delete this alarm. It doesn't suit my trading style today. I want it off. And that's pretty much. Also, let's go back to our presentation. As I said, you can have 6 different types of alarms, and that was because, let's go back, sorry. Oh, actually, I can have it while I'm showing you the MT4. So this is, you see? So as I'm saying over here, up, sorry. Sorry for just a second. Up. No, I don't need that. I need that. Okay, so so this is not the picture. This is our actual manager. So you can have 6 different types of alarms, and I already showed you that. Technical indicators, news alarms, times alarm, trade activity alarm, account alarm, and price alarm. You can add new alarm, you can edit existing, you can change the alarm's parameters or settings. So I have already shown that. You can reset your alarm. So immediate auto reset delayed after triggered, after signal is clear, or reset at start of next bar. So if you have, let's say, a bar breakout, you can choose the action to be, sorry, that's not it. So let's say if on I have a fractals, and if the high fractal is break, I want to go long. So you can do whatever you want. You can open a position. Where is it? Place pending position and go, sorry, not pending. I want that moment that my high fractal has break upwards, I want actually to automatically a buying position. You see? What else? 6 different types of actions. As we already seen, SMS service, sounds and pop-up messages, uh, open position, close positions, disable group of alarms. That's pretty much. So this actually tool has been designed for software developers. And no, sorry, yeah. So that's a great tool. Do you have any question? Yes, it seems quite easy. Yeah, it is. It is. So if you already have a strategy, I mean, if you, let's say, if you see, if you checked our reports, Stuart and me, let me check for myself. I love fractals. I love fractals, especially intraday ones. So in short terms, I usually use fractals. So let's take an example. So you see, if I see that my high fractal has break in a very strong way, that like this example over here, I want always to go long on that situation. Otherwise, if my down fractal has break, okay, don't have a good example in this chart. Let's see. Up. Sorry. That was a more upwards move. Let's see that one. Or Aussie yen. Okay, Aussie yen. So I had a break of the recent low fractals over here at 8 o'clock in the morning. So at 8 o'clock, to be honest, I was sleeping. So why shall I miss this opportunity? Because I was sleeping. Put an alarm to open the position, a short position. If your low fractal in the 4-hour chart is has breakout. Why losing this opportunity? So let's go back. Did I miss anything? No. Let's go. Let's move on then to the next one. If you have any questions, just stick it in the question box, guys. I will cover it. I will go back. There's not a problem. So the next expert advisor is an Excel real-time data application. I don't know if some of you are using such if you're using Excel anyway. However, if you are, this will be a good tool for you. This is a quite not a tool for everyone. It's based on your, if you're more a numerical person, you love working with Excel and etc., and you want to have all your history of your trading in an Excel file and etc., this might something that you might consider. So what actually is a monitoring, analysis, and reporting tool. What I want to say with that is that you can have in an Excel file live that very moment everything that is going on your MT4 right now without again to have your MT4 on. So or even you can have your history. You like on a month, the last month you have opened 10 positions. You have all the details about them, the profit, stop loss, balance, equity, the open price, the high price, the low price, the close price, everything in an Excel file. So this tool gives you real-time data without using any complicated macros or programming. It allows you to send also commands from your Excel to MT4 without doing the commands in MT4. So from the Excel file, you can open and close positions. As simple as that. You can run also multiple copies of Excel of this tool. So you can have this tool again and again and again. You can have it 5 times, 10 times open for your 10 different accounts. So it doesn't matter. You don't. It doesn't puts you limitations on how many times to open it, because you may have 10 accounts. So for every single one of them, you might want to have that application open. So how this works. First of all, you have to open the actual application. Okay. So let me put it on in IMT4. Euro USD, Aussie USD, Excel RTD, drag and drop it. I always have the allow live trading on, DLL imports on. Okay. So you have to have it on. So what's the next step? The next step is to open an Excel file. I have already prepared for you for this webinar an Excel file. Let me open it. Desktop. I have an example over here. Okay. So I have this Excel file over here. I created. I typed some things that I would like to see. Some examples. So it's up to you to put any details that you want. So let's go back. I have it open. It's right here. So let's go to the second slide. So as I said, you can literally see everything. So I will minimize this Excel just for you to see how you could do it. So you have to use the formulas that we mentioned in our guide, that the manual that we have in the website. So if you go back to the web, this is quite complicated, but if there's something that you want to ask, just go for it. So if you click on the Excel RTD, we have a manual. So in this manual, you have all the formulas that you will need for creating an Excel file based on your trading. So if, let's say, I want to see my Excel, my balance, my equity, my profit and loss, my use margin, my free margin, and the tickets that I have. Or so I have to use, for these ones, I have to use this formula. So if you copy this formula and put it in your Excel file, and put it in your Excel file right here. So nothing will be shown, because you have to fill the correct data. So in the accounting for number, you have to place your account number. So my demo account is the account, and you have to put what you want actually to see. I want to see the balance of my account. That's my balance. If you right now, I have a trade for, if I'm not wrong, let me check. I had opened a trade just for you to see Euro Oz. I have a trade for. So sorry, no. In that currency, you can see the currency of your account. Needs to be like that, currency. It's in USD. You can see also, I want to see the equity. You see, it is live. It's a real time. So because I have an open position right now, my equity is changing. So for the profit and loss, like here, I have to put PL in my formula. That's my profit and loss. For used margin, I have to write used margin. For free margin, I have to use free margin, and etc. So I will not spend more. So it's a real-time data. It gives you, it changes. If you have open positions, it will change automatically. It's a real-time data. So what else? Let's go back to our formulas. So you can have all this data that I mentioned, the account data. You can also have a price and symbol data. So you can see the bid price, let's say for Euro USD. You can see the ask price, the high price, the low price. Also, you can see the ticket data. What I mean by that, if you already have placed positions, if you have already open positions, you can see the ticket number. If you are buying, if you're selling, if you're buying limit, if you are in buy stocks, etc., you can see your simple name, the volume name, net profit, gross profit, swaps, commissions, all of them, everything. And even if you want to just simply you don't have any open position or closed positions, but you want simply in the 1 hour chart, let's go back to our MT4. I want to see the history of my bar, of my candlestick. So when this candlestick opened, the time of it, what was his open price, was his high price, what was his low price, his closing price, the range of it. I mean, it opened at over here and it closed over here, so that's 49 pips. The medium price. Everything is on the manual. Please go for it. And also it can be given in a different time frame. So you can have this data for any time frame that you want. So I cannot, this is a very, very big kind of, it's a very long, it provides many information. I cannot cover them in this webinar. However, I have prepared an Excel file for you. It's an example of Excel file, not this one. Let me open it. So, sorry for that. Again, please, how to apply it? Just drag and drop it. I will show it right now. So, however, I want to show you. So let's go back to the MT4. So, not this one. Data example. Yep, this one. So I have this example sheet. So in this example sheet, the first tab, you can have all this information for every single account that you have with charts as well. In the second, you can have the current bid and ask price and the spread as well. For the fourth one, you can have the ticket information, account, ticket, action, volume, symbol, open, and open price and profit and loss, and a bar history as well. So if I place my account number over here, which is that one, sorry, you can see here is live what's going on to my account right now. Here I have for the majors all the ask and bid price right now, the current one, the real time data. I have a sell position with this volume for Euro Aussie, with open price like that, etc. And par history for my that's Euro dollar, but I want for Euro Aussie, let's say. Nope, I wrote it wrongly. You see, because I wrote it wrongly, That's it. Wait a bit. Okay. So I have per hour, because I asked for 1 hour. If you ask for 4 hours, automatically just wait a bit. So every 4 hours, it gives you what the open price was, what the higher price was, what this low price was. And also it gives you the data of indicators. In this example, I have exponential moving average for 21 bars prior to the current, RSI for 14 periods, and CCI for 14 periods as well. However, we have a large amount of formulas for the most of the indicators. So as you can see, that's in the second, in the third slide. So we have 15 different indicators, which we will simply use this formula over here to have this data. So if you build like something like that, an Excel file like that, without having your account, you will see what's going on in your wallet. So, but just by creating something like that. Okay. Also, as I mentioned earlier, you can place commands from Excel, which will be actually sent to your MT4. So simple trading commands from Excel to MT4. How this can be done? Again, from Excel file, we have everything in the manual, guys. So the formulas how to build Excel files like that. So I will place again my MT4, and I want to open a Euro USD position, long one, and the volume I want to be, I don't know, 5. Okay, place an order. Order place, and indeed that happened. If you go to MT4, that's done. You can see it over here. So I had a request for a long position on Euro USD with half lot as a size. So this was actually placed without you doing nothing, just using your Excel. Will it place past trades? Yes, as well. Yes, that's indeed correct, Bruce. That's a very there are many things that this tool can be done. It's just for you to find time and prepare the Excel file that you wish, and which information your Excel file you want to your Excel file what information you want to be displayed on your Excel file. So it's up to you. So if you go to the manual, you will find everything. Just download the Excel Art real-time application manual, and there are we have placed many examples, so it would be quite easy to prepare your spreadsheet. So let's move on. As I said, you can also send trading commands. This is all the commands that you can place from your Excel, even closing a simple, closing all, everything you wish to do. So let's move on to the next tool. The next tool is the Market Manager tool. What actually a Market Manager tool does? Market Manager shows you a watch list of all the simples that you want. It might show you all the simples that you have in your MT4 right now. You have open in your MT4 right now. So it shows a watch list of your symbols with the price and open positions, with facilities for closing position and opening new ones. It also gives you headline information about your account. Again, equity balance, margin usage, all these things. Also, it gives you a list of all your open tickets or your pending orders, ability to open a ticket as a separate window, to modify position as well or an order. And also it provides a summary of the recent price activity of a particular symbol. So let's see how this can be done. Okay, MT4 again. Let me close, however, the Excel RTD. Okay, market manager, drag and drop. Okay, that's my market. So as I said initially, okay, I have many symbols in my MT4. Everything that I have is displayed over here. I have the bid ask price. If I have open position, I can see lots and the profit or the floating PL, profit and loss, that I currently have. So that's the first thing. Let's go. Also, where is it? Okay. You can see the open positions as we already said. Again, you can personalize your watch list. So if you want to see only dollar crosses, if you click dollar, you can see all the dollar crosses, from Bitcoin, from cryptocurrencies to commodities to forex currencies and etc. If you want to check your Swiss crosses, again, that's okay. New Zealand crosses, again, that's okay, and etc. Also, open and pending orders. Okay, I don't have pending orders right now, but I can see my open ones. Also, your account information, balance, equity, floating profit and loss, free margin, and etc. Also, there is a histogram once again. So pips profit, it shows me right now a real time my profit, floating profit and loss. Okay, this is quite delayed, to be honest. Margin in use, only 0.2% of my margin is used right now. So it gives you all this account information and the watch list. Also, you can quickly get in an entry from market manager. So if I go back to my watch list, I want to take an entry to the Aussie USD. I click on it. So before a second window will open, and that's let me go back. Oops, sorry. That is as we call it, is right here in the slides. Is a pop-up symbol window for trading. So this, what you can see from this pop-up symbol window is the current price versus the high low range over let's say the last hours, the last 24 hours, the 5 days. There are different time frames that you can have the price, the current price versus the high and low range. As I said, in a different time frames, and also the current volume and profitability of any open position in the simple. So let's go back. Let me have the watch list. I have opened it. I choose to have, you can see the volume over here. You can see for the 1 hour, 50 minutes and 5 minute charts of the particular Aussie dollar. You can have it in lines as well, and not only candlesticks. You can also open a position for it. So if you want, if you check your charts below and you want to open, I don't know, that's let me see. Our list seems quite strong. However, if you're an intraday trader, it seems quite weak. So I want to sell because I'm a scalper, let's say. So you can actually open a position, place an order using Market Manager as well. You can also, the benefit of using this Market Manager is that without using your MT4, let me close everything for you to see. So if I'm surfing, I'm online and I'm sorry. So I have I don't know. I have my calendar, my news. I'm watching my news, but I want to see what's going on in my MT4. So you can actually have this pop-up window for Aussie dollar, and you want also Euro Aussie as well, and you want also Euro CAD, Aussie CAD as well. So you can have multiple pop-up simple windows the same time while you're not in the MT4, and you can also place orders for it. You can even save this order as templates because you might want to use them again. So let's say I want to sell when my when that goes at, I don't know, my equity is 10% with a fixed price at, what is currently with a fixed price, stop loss to be placed at 0.8, and the take profit should be when the price hits 0.8070, let's say. I'm saying that this is random, guys. Don't consider that as a position, as an advice. This is just to show you how you can do it. So I want to place this order, but I want this to be saved as a template as well. I'm saving it as a template and I name it, I don't know, up to you. Aussie USD, 10% equity. Just to remember that you have saved the template based on the equity with a lot size at 10% of your account. So I want to be saved, okay, and I want to place this order as well. That is actually placed. You can see it over here. That's placed. So you can even, so as you can see from the pop window, I can see right now also the volume and the profit of my position, again this pop-up window, and also in my watch list. You can even close your position in the pop-up window, but also on the actual watch list. So you can either close it from here. Yes, I want to close all orders from Aussie dollar, or you can close it from here. Just click close all positions. I'm not even in the MT4, and I managed to open and close a position and to have all the information that I needed for my account. So let's go back. Also, another thing, once you have an open position, another way of checking. So let's go back. So sorry. So I have my market manager on. Let me close all this. And I want to see sorry. No, I don't want to open press. No, up. Okay, so I have placed an order. Okay, So it's something that I forget to mention. So once you want to open a position, okay, let me open something quickly. Balance, no, 0.5% of my balance. Place order, okay, pips, 20 pips up, 20 pips down, and place an order. So you have the ability of also changing, let's say, the stop loss of the stop loss, the take profit of this position. You also can have a partial close. So if you went back, let's go back. You see? So I open all my open and pending pending orders, and I have another pop-up window in which I can see the stop loss, take profit, and any trailing stop, and I can amend them as well. Also, I can partially close my position, and or even close it again. So if you want to change your stop loss, you click on the stop loss and change the fixed price that you have placed. Also, if you want a partial close, you can change again the volume, the number volume, and in order to have a partial close of this position. So that's another function of this tool. So what's the time? We have run out of time. Let me done with that. Let's continue with the last bit of our the last part of our webinar. Thank you. Audio has gone off. David, is anyone else has the same issue, the audio issue? Or are you okay with it? My microphone seems to work. Don't know if just David or if anyone else. No, I can hear you. Bruce can hear me. David, please check. Please check again. Let's check again your headset. So the last part of our webinar has to do with correlation. We have two tools for correlation. That's the correlation metrics and correlation trader. So the first part, the correlation metrics, is simply a metrics which gives you the correlation, the percentage of correlation that some simples have against some others. So the scale of this correlation is from negative 100 to 100. So if you see somewhere positive, if you have plus 100, this means that you have a positive correlation between the two simples. If you have a minus 100, then this is a negative correlation between the two simples. Or if you have 0, that simply means that they moved independently, that they don't have any correlation, and there is no correlation between them. So hopefully you're aware of what I mean by positive and negative correlation. What I mean by positive correlation is that my two simples their price movement is identical. The negative correlation means that the two simples are moved oppositively, so they have an opposite price movement. So let's, as I said, again, with every single expert advisors, this tool gives you the opportunity to choose any time frame that you wish for your correlation metrics. Allows you also to highlight different types of correlation, and also it gives you the opportunity to with the trade list. As you can see in the screenshot, this trade list presents the average correlation between a multiple selected simples, so it might be more than 2. So let's go back to the MT4 and see how you can apply that. Drag and drop once again, like every single other tool. Drag and drop. Okay, so these metrics will appear. So what that actually means. So it means that let's take the first example. Cable pound dollar has a negative correlation with dollar Swiss, and that's a quite strong negative correlation because it's negative 84. Even if you don't remember, if you don't want to bother yourself with the numbers, the colors helps you. So the green means that there is no correlation. The blue means that we have a weak correlation. So if it's positive and it's blue, then we have a positive correlation, but it is weak. So don't really take any any trades based on this information because it's quite weak. This correlation is weak. Even if it's positive, it's weak. The orange one means that we have a medium correlation. So over here we can see that we have indeed a positive correlation, but it's in the middle. It's not even weak or strong. However, over here we have a negative correlation. It's considered to be medium because if it's from 50 to 75, that means that it's a medium correlation. This is a negative medium correlation. However, the red ones means that we have a strong correlation, even either positive or negative ones. However, they are strongly correlated. So as I said, we have different time frames. You can choose hourly time frame, daily time frame if you are a daily trader. So you can have, they are further down, as you can see. So you can see the correlations on a daily basis, and you can also choose the number of bars that you wish this correlation to include in. Also, you can put some highlights. I don't care about weak correlation, medium correlation, etc. I want to see only the strongly correlated assets, the strongly correlated instruments. So I have euro dollar over here with cable, which is the strongest one. Oh, the strongest one today in a daily basis is dollar yen with euro yen with euro Swiss. So we have a very strong positive correlation. What that means, that if the one is moving upwards, the other will move upwards as well. If the other is moved downwards, then the other one will move downwards as well. So that gives you quite many information without really check your charts, simply by check the correlation between the two the symbols that you wish. So quickly, because we're running out of time, let's go to the last the very last tool for today, and that's the correlation trader. So this is actually an extension of the correlation metrics. So what it actually does, this tool, it takes the data out of the correlation metrics and allows you to trade on real time the difference in to trade on real time difference in correlation between the two markets. So as you can see from the screenshot over here, you can have, you're interested in two symbols because you have already saw that they are strongly correlated. So you can have, it gives you the ability to have them in your watch list, and you can have side by side their charts with the correlation given. So here we have a 40% positive correlation. You can choose the time frame of the which correlations you want to see. You can also place an order. You can open a position with these symbols. You can see its profitability as well. So here I have the screenshot. I used the Euro USD position. It gives you the volume and the profitability of it. Also, this chart, this pipe chart over here, it gives you again, like the correlation metrics, how strong the correlation is, if we indeed have a correlation, if it's weak, medium, or strong. On this example, I have a weak, medium correlation. and also open and closing positions. Let's see it also in practice before we end up with this webinar. Correlation traded, I'm sticking in, and just oh yeah, Yazan again, someone that cannot hear me. Please once again please check your audio audio settings, because from my side it doesn't seem to I can. Okay, yes, okay, sorry. So I stick in, I drag and drop my correlation trader over here. I have choose to have Euro USD and USD yen. If you want to change it, let's say I want to have, okay, I want to have the Euro USD like before, but I want to change and I want to see it in comparison with the cable. So these are actually can be amended just like that. Just you click on them. You can change the, you can type the symbol you want. You might want to see Bitcoin. Here it is, Bitcoin. So you can simply type on them. I want to see it in a 1 minute chart. Okay, might take a while to be updated, but it will. I want to see it in a 6 hours time frame. Well, there's a very, very strong correlation between those two, a positive one. So so also, as I said, you can open a position. I simply have clicked on the particular, or you can, there is a new order tab. You can open a position from here. Let me open quickly one. I want to, what's going on? It was up. So let's say I want to buy. So the position has been placed. I can see my volume and the profitability of it. So quick, fast, another tool that you can use while you're doing other things. Simple as that. Position has been placed. Let's see. Let's confirm. Yes, it is. That's the last one that I put right now using using the correlation trader. So all the tools, as you understood, provide you all the tools, not the ones that we covered today, but also on the first webinar 2 weeks ago. They provide you a quick way to open position while you're not using MT4, while you're doing something else. It also provides you with these pop-up windows, provides you the information of what's going on in the market while you don't have all of your charts open. So if you are focusing, if you're trading particular assets, particular instruments, let's say you are a gold trader, you can have your gold your gold chart as a pop-up window while you're doing something else, just to have an eye on it. So that's where I have to end up with this session. Unfortunately, I didn't manage to recap the material from the first webinar. Please, using our YouTube channel, you can see the recording of the first part of our webinar about premium tools, where I covered the other half of the rest of the premium tools. So just watch it, and if you have any question, just email it to us. So before I end up this webinar, please ask me whatever you want in the question box. I'm here to answer. So until you type your questions, if you have any, I will show you the next 3 webinars for January. So we have tomorrow how to use RSI, so relative strength index. Is a very, very common tool that can be used, and if you are not using it, the tomorrow's webinar will help you consider whether it suits your trading style and whether it will help and improve your trading. We have another live analysis with Stuart on Tuesday. So like every single Tuesday, Surya is analyzing the forex, commodity, and stock markets, so you can go live with him and ask for whatever you want. And also we have a trading with fractals. As I said, I'm using fractals in my trading. You will find it if you read our reports. So we have a webinar on how to trade with fractals on 31st of January. So as I have seen in our question box, there's no more questions to be answered. Thank you for watching. Thank you for attending our webinar. And have a great trading day, and see you next time. Bye-bye.